Well, Orland Park Mayor Keith Peacock has announced that he's going to run for Congress in the redrawn 6th District.
Yeah, he has accused incumbent Democrat Sean Casten and also Marie Newman of putting special interest, party politics, and extreme left agendas ahead of the interests of the voters. He says he'll adopt the fiscal responsibility the village of Orland Park has shown if elected. He joins us this morning. As I say good morning to you, let's for folks at home who don't know you, Mr. Mayor, just a little background. You're a veteran of Operation Desert Storm. You're also an aerospace engineer. Why in the world are you interested in sausage making?
My aerospace engineering degree is all the way back in 1988. So, and from there into the Air Force. But why am I interested in going to Congress? Because I don't think that Marie Newman and Sean Casten have represented the people of their districts very well, and now the combined 6th district. I think they put the far left agenda and their political agendas way ahead of representing the people that they represent.
You are a big proponent of term limits. Explain to us why you think that's so important right now in America.
I think term limits are important because I think when people get in for too long, they lose sight of why they were there. That particularly happens, for sure happens at the local level where you see mayors in for 24, 30 years. And they build such a power base that no one else can ever challenge them. And they basically run everything with everyone on their board agreeing with them all the time. And I don't think people get the best representation that way. I also think we need fresh ideas from time to time. And if you want to have a 50-year career in politics, well, then serve in different positions and bring your ideas to different places. But I think there are plenty of people in America that can run, that are smart, that have the capabilities, and we need them to get engaged and involved because more people with good ideas will provide the country with more good ideas and make us a better country, better state, and better local community.
Look, Anita and I are both fans of Orland Park. We were talking about it in the commercial break, but there's no denying the infrastructure there, just like everywhere throughout Chicagoland, is aging. And yet you have said you would not have voted in favor of the infrastructure bill. Why not?
It's not paid for. As CBO, $256 billion deficit on it. So we've invested in our infrastructure. When I arrived here, our roads were 40% were in poor condition. Our parks, we were fixing one park every two years, and we have 66 parks, and you can do the math on that. So we've over doubled our investment in local infrastructure, but we did so in a smart way because we reduced operating expenses by 14%, and we've taken $50 million in debt off the books. At the same time, we've increased that investment. So that's because we did this in a wise way and we're fiscally responsible, and that's what has to happen at the national level too. Is we need to pay for these things, and we also need to make sure that in these infrastructure bills, it's infrastructure. There's not all these little things that we sneak in for $500 million here and $500 million there that have nothing to do with infrastructure.
Well, you certainly have the support of candidate Jeannie Ives and Illinois State Senator John Curran from Lamont, but you've been a vocal critic of Governor Pritzker. I want to ask you, where do you stand right now on COVID prevention measures?
Well, again, I do not agree with the mandates. I never have. I think we need to educate our residents, and that's worked very well in Orland Park. In Orland Park, so we're not enforcing any of these mandates, and we're letting businesses and people make the best decisions for them. I think the information is out there for them to make those good decisions. And you go all the way back to the lockdowns with Governor Pritzker. He locked down parks. We said no. We were right. He locked down small retail areas when you have Walmart, Costco, and those places open because somehow COVID didn't travel there. Again, we were right. We should have left those open. So he said you could drive to a boat ramp with 6 people, but only 2 of you could get in a boat. That makes no sense. So again, we need to educate people, let them make good choices. And I think that we've seen this throughout the country is the places that have had less invasive measures. COVID really hasn't changed very much. If you look at the curves, they're very similar in every state, regardless of the measures that were taken.
Well, Orland Park Mayor Keith Peacock, thank you so much for coming on this morning, announcing that you are going to be running for Congress in that redrawn 6th District. Have a great day. Thanks for coming on Good Day Chicago.
Thank you very much for having me. Good morning.